Ladies and gentlemen, the following podcast is brought to you by Dead City Productions.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talkin' Anime. Hit the theme music. Konnichiwa, everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of Talkin' Anime. And everybody, I hope you're excited for today's episode, because today's episode we talk about two subjects: music in anime and music animes. Now, I'm excited for this one because this is literally my favorite subject to talk about. Two, animes and music animes. And, music, anime, music, animes, whatever. So, guys, I'm super stoked because the time before I recorded this, I just got done recording episode 6. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 6, the one that follows this, is going to be myself and JD the Simple, JD the God, whatever you want to call him, because I know he loves the awesome nicknames. JD and Earthworm from the Anime Brothers podcast. If you guys haven't checked them out, check them out. They're on all the platforms. I'll probably put the link in next week's episode. It is obviously going to be next week's episode because it's the Anime Brothers. Yeah. Anyways, guys, they're one of the reasons why I am sitting here doing this for you guys. I didn't want to stroke egos in the last episode, but I know they're going to hear this before they hear their episode. So, yes, thank you guys for coming on again, and I appreciate you guys sitting at home listening to this, or at work, commute, whatever. Anyways, guys, today's episode, music, anime, and music in animes. We will discuss this, ladies and gentlemen, after we get this commercial out of the way. I will see you guys next after. Hey guys, it's Mitch. Konnichiwa. I hope you guys have been enjoying the episode so far, but I'm here to talk to you guys about... That's weird. I wasn't expecting anybody. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Hey, man. What are you doing? Hey, no! Put that down. Put that down. Hey, come on, man. Don't put that...
Ha ha ha! Take that! Hello everyone, my name is Peppy and I'm here to talk to you about Anchor.fm, the only website to upload podcasts to all your favorite platforms for free. Yeah, free. Now, how you say platforms? Dollars? All you got to do is go record on one of their websites using their programming and a mic of your choice, or upload the podcast through their own upload tool. That's all you need. Want to get paid for doing podcasts? Well, set yourself up with the monetization and boom, you get paid. Now get off your butt after listening to this episode, of course, and get recording. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
What the hell, man? Yeah, everyone, I guess what he said. Fuck, my head hurts. Alright, everybody, back to Talkin' Anime. And welcome back, you guys. I hope you enjoyed my favorite commercial that I've recorded so far. I have plans to record one more episode, or one more interlude, commercial, whatever you want to call them. Very soon. I don't know when I'm going to have the chance to do it, but I plan on recording it for my next 3 block recordings schedule that I normally do. Again, if you guys don't know, I record 3 of these episodes at a time. And before I get into the conversation of music and anime, I thought I would talk about this. If you guys aren't aware, the world is messed up right now. It's bad, guys. It's bad. You know, the COVID stuff, and then the riots that have been going on. Now, the reason why I'm discussing this now instead of the past episodes is because I recorded a couple of the last episodes before everything went, belly up. And, it's my right as a person who has this kind of platform to say that, yes, the world is a dark place. That the human race is, there's good people and there's bad people. And social media really shows us the bad side. The social media, and media in general, shows us the bad side of everything. We get a couple bits of light in the world, but it's bad. And the things that have been going on in this world, it's not right. It's hard for me to sit here and talk about it because I've been in a band with a person of color. I'm not 100% sure of like the PC term here. I have friends that are black, color, whatever it is that bring for this subject matter. I'm finding it hard because normally in my past episodes I have all this energy and I know what I'm going to talk about. But I know what's going on in the world. I've been keeping my eye on everything just because it's my right as a human being, and it's my right as a person to know what's going on in the world, and what's going on in the world is that it's not good. I am a white guy, and I'm Canadian, so we have our in Canada we have our own racism that it's not as extreme as it is in the United States. I grew up, my parents taught me to respect everybody. And I've lived my life to respect everybody that I come into contact with. It hurts. It hurts me to see how bad the world is, and that it's a dark world we live in. It honestly is. And I'm trying to say that I am the kind of person that I'm here to support humanity. We are a good race of we're a good being in this world. But there are horrible people that ruin the rest of it for everyone else. I try my hardest to be a good person, and when stuff like what's going on in the world, it really shows that we need more good people. And again, it's not hard to be good to people. It's not. And again, like I said, it hurts me that the world has gone this far at being dark that everything has escalated to the extremes that everything is. In Canada, we're here protesting with everyone in the United States that are suffering, that are hurt from what's going on. We have our issues with our police too. Yeah, they're not as extreme as what's going on in the United States, but we have our issues. And the peaceful protests that are going on right now, it's showing you that this is what good human beings look like. And all the people, the backlash that these protesters are getting, again, we live in a dark world. There's no doubt about it. I'm here on talking to a microphone, trying to bring you guys entertainment because we need an escape. And that's what anime is, everybody. It doesn't matter if it's an isekai. It doesn't matter if it's a slice of life. It doesn't matter if it's a shonen. It is an escape from our reality. But it's not hard, everybody, to sit and be good to each other. Anyways, everybody, let's change the subject matter and talk about anime that is music related and the music that is in anime. I hope you guys enjoy my OP to my show. You see, the thing about anime is that I find as a music nut, as a musician, that a music or an OP and an ED, so your opening and your ending theme, can make or break a show. I have seen great anime that have crappy opening and endings. And I've seen really good opening endings with horrible anime in between. So what makes and breaks that? And I honestly believe that music can be that. Be it your opening or ending or the music that's sprinkled in between. So my favorite animes, personally, next to shonens and isekai, is music themed. I'm a musician. I love watching other musicians do things, be it living, be it dead, or be it living, be it whatever. I like music in general. It's the main reason why I play music. I'm a bass player. I was a bass player in a punk band. I'm still playing punk music. I noodle a little on guitar, all that fun stuff. But my favorite thing to talk about in anime is music. Like, I love a good anime that has a solid soundtrack, that has good intros, good outros, and solid music sprinkled in between everything, just to, for the situation that they're in and stuff like that. I love good music in anime. Now, when I was growing up, I always enjoyed Dragon Ball Z. Main reason why I always enjoy Dragon Ball Z next to the awesome kick-ass fights is the 4Kids theme song. I think it's 4Kids, but it's the Dragon, Rock the Dragon, Dragon Ball Z. See, fucking that song, every time I hear it, I get fucking pumped up. I think I could go freaking Super Saiyan, goddammit. And that is a good example of a great theme song. It is probably the best opening theme song of all time. Now, another great intro song is Go by the band Flow. Now, Go by the band Flow is from Naruto. It is, I think, the third intro on Naruto. And that's the one that goes, "We are fighting dreamers." That song. I love that song so much, I binged it for like months on end after hearing it. It is my freaking ringtone on my phone. I will show you this. I gotta play this because I just love... My ringtone's a little bit different from the original song, but I'm going to show it anyways. I don't care if this gets flagged on YouTube because I'm playing a song, but you see, stop it. That song, for example, is high energy right off the bat, and it's great. It's a great opening song. Now, there's a lot of really good closing songs too. One of my favorite ones is Moon on the Water, which is from the show Beck. Now, I will talk about Beck when I get into anime-themed, music-themed animes, which will be a little bit later into this conversation. But Beck is another one of those shows that had a really good opening and ending. Your opening song was Hit in the USA by the Beat Crusaders, and your end song was Moonlight on the Water, which is also by the Beat Crusaders. Those two songs are amazing, opening and ending. Those are perfect examples of that. And Flow is a band that does a lot of anime songs. They have a song Colors that is from Code Geass. That is an amazing song. And I was listening to Otaku Melancholy, which I will mention them in a future episode, but shout out to Otaku Melancholy. I know hopefully some of you listen to my show. I know I've been recognized on there when I joined in, so appreciate the recognition. And here is your shout out. And they were talking about Code Geass in one of the episodes that I watched, and they referenced Colors by Flow. Now that is another good opening song. And Colors has like a couple like really good theme songs that they've done for anime. They even put out an album that you can find on Spotify. Excuse me. That is all anime themed songs that they put in animes or it's been involved in animes. That album is straight banger city. And another good opening one is from Naruto 2. It's by Asian Kung Fu Generation or something like that. It's the one that's like a really heavy bass on it. That's another good one. And then, K-on's got some good openings and endings, stuff like that. But I feel the best thing to talk about is anime-themed or music-themed animes. Now, I never really got into that kind of thing because usually the music-themed animes revolve around slice of life, and I'm not like the hugest fan of the slice of life genre, but I really got into Beck. Now, I was off of watching anime for a couple years, and I decided, hey, I want to watch an anime that's music-themed. And I came across Beck. Now, Beck is probably my favorite music-themed anime of all time. I like the story behind it of your main character learns to basically play guitar and then joins a band and they get huge. Again, that's the stuff that happened in Beck is what my dream is, to one day form a band, get huge, all that. That's why I like it. And the other reason why I love Beck is that I love the entire soundtrack. Being the intro, Hit in the USA, be it, I think it's Generation, which is like the really big like Rage Against the Machine, rap rock style of song. Moonlight on the Water is also on that one. That's another great song for ballady. And I really got into trying to find more music-themed animes. And I know it's not music-themed, but Fooly Cooly was one that I started watching. It's 6 episodes. I haven't gotten too far into it. I made it through the first episode. The music in that is amazing. And the music is based off of a band, or the whole soundtrack is influenced from the band Pillow, which is a Japanese punk band. The minute you put punk music in a show, I will love it, and I will listen to the soundtrack. Hint, hint. And again, that's another one that the soundtrack is what drives me to watch it. Listeners. Listeners is a newer anime that I plan on watching. The only thing that stopped me from watching it is the fact that it's a mech show. And I'm not like super huge into mechs, but it is an anime that I want to watch because it is heavily influenced by music. Now, K-On! K-On! Is another show that I started watching and loved the music in it. And the instruments looked top notch. I get excited when I still see the bass in that one. I get excited when I see basses in anime as it is music themed because I'm a bassist. It's what I do. I love a good bass guitar. Sorry, getting a little excited there. Whoa. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Can't help it. Love bass guitar, man. Anyways, so yeah. K-On! Is one. I started watching it. I think I need to get back into rewatch. I need to rewatch it because I can't remember a lot of it. But I know your main character is brought into the light music club with promises of sweets and tea and everything else. And music becomes like a huge thing in that show because the light music group is trying to make a band, all that fun stuff. You know, it's the club's trying to avoid getting closed down, so they try and get more members, and more members of the band start showing up. And K-On! It's a good show from what I remember. But again, though, it does kind of heavily give off the slice of life feel compared to what Beck. The thing I liked about Beck was that Beck didn't really give off a huge slice of life genre feel. Like, it had its it obviously had like its moments where it was, and then there was moments where it wasn't. Like, I like music themed things in general, be it movies. One of my favorite movies is Scott Pilgrim, School of Rock, all that stuff. Like, I love, because I dedicated my life so hard into music, I love listening to, you know, more music eccentric things. And there's like Kids on the Slope is another one that I want to check out that's music themed. Like I said, Listeners is one. I got super excited when I heard Listeners our opening theme. It just made me want to go and listen to or watch the show, but I didn't get a full chance to. Plan on watching it very soon. But yeah, no, that's the thing about animes for me, personally, is that if the opening theme is a banger, you got me at that episode, you know? And I honestly love it when an anime has a strong soundtrack, like Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill had a really good soundtrack, and I loved the song that they used for when they did like the big moments or the transformations. That was a really good song. And Sailor Moon, like, I like the Sailor Moon theme song. Don't get me wrong, I do. My wife loves that song too. Like, she'll play it randomly. And that's my wife's ringtone on my phone. When she texts and calls me, it's the Sailor Moon theme song. Because my wife just loves Sailor Moon. And Dragon Ball Z has, like, their Japanese one is Cha-la, Hey Cha-la. That's another really good anime theme song. I do like that one because when I play Dragon Ball FighterZ, I usually have that song playing in the background. Dragon Ball had a really good. I wasn't a huge fan of the opener, but I loved "I Want to Give You Romance." Loved that song. That was your like '80s like "I want to give you romance. I want to give you paradise." You know, I love those kinds of songs. Like, that's guilty pleasure stuff for me. You know, listen to more of the '80s feeling pop songs. And there's animes that like I said, I love that have horrible outros. The Funimation Dragon Ball Z on the Funimation app, I hate. I hate the last theme song they use, where it's like Angel. I can't stand that song. It's annoying as hell. I literally grabbed the remote to fast forward through it because I cannot stand that damn last theme song. But yeah, like I said, like the thing about music in anime is that I find that what makes a good anime is that your soundtrack is just as good as the action that's going on the screen. Naruto has a lot of great songs that they use for moments in it. You know, and it's a lot of it's like the traditional Japanese style music of the drumming or the flute playing, stuff like that. Like Naruto has a great soundtrack. They also have like probably the best theme songs of most of their shows. Like again, like Flow and Go. Like that's my favorite theme song, and it's for an entire small season. I like that. I love that song. Like the We Are Fighting Dreamers. I love that song. And I went through and I downloaded the damn song on my Spotify, and my Spotify is like dominated by just punk music in general. And no, like I keep saying, is that a good anime has a good soundtrack. You know, there are animes that have horrible soundtracks, and the thing with Fooly Cooly, from what I've heard, is that using the band Pillows for all your music, a punk band, doesn't really work for the more emotional side of things, unless it's like a super aggro part, like a lot of your sincere moments. There's a time and place for certain songs, you know, and that was the nice thing about Beck, is that Beck had a really good balance of songs in the right place at the right time, you know? Like, you had Moonlight, they started singing that in one scene of the show, and it was when they were hanging out in a pool, you know? I get chills when I hear that song. And, no, that's, again, like, Beck, for sure, is one of my favorite animes. K-On! Is for sure up there. And then, like, what I've watched of Fooly Cooly, I know it's not music-themed, but, again, that's a show that's the soundtrack. Love it. One of my other favorite anime theme songs is not Naruto, but One Piece, the pirate rap. I hate the Funimation version of One Piece because they got the really crappy theme song. But the theme song from the 4Kids One Piece, top freaking notch when they have that rapping pirate rap and stuff like that. I keep going to, like I said, thing about anime and music is that, like I said, personally, I find that an anime that has a good soundtrack is good in my books. And if your soundtrack is strong, you at least got a fan in me. You know, I'm that simple. You got good music, I'll listen to your soundtrack, I'll watch your show, and all that fun stuff. Anyways, guys, I'm probably going to leave it here because my theme song, or my intro and outro, will probably round us up to the half an hour. Episode 6, you guys. It's going to be a little bit longer than what I had planned for myself personally, just because I normally do 30-minute blocks because it's easier to record 3 episodes at a time and put it out. Episode 6, because I had guests on, it wasn't just me sitting here with a microphone in my hand talking to myself. I actually had people to talk with. That one is going to run a little over an hour. More than likely, it's just that's how our recording session turned out. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the music-themed anime. Father's Day weekend, because, well, that's technically this weekend, I may only have 2 episodes recorded. So I think I might actually be good. No. Actually, yeah, I should actually be good. So I won't be missing any time, guys, this week. All the links to my social medias in the description of the podcast episode and YouTube video. The time I put this out, I haven't uploaded any any of my other videos on YouTube, but it'll be up there shortly. Remember, everybody, Monday, Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Wednesday, Earth's Mightiest Earthling, all on YouTube. Sadly, I'm ending the Utomaki Chronicles, the Jump Force playthrough, for I'm dropping on Friday, so Friday is mainly saved for the podcast re-uploads. Anyways, guys, love every single one of you. I will see you in the next video. Go Plus Ultra! Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Talking Anime. If you like the theme song, link in the description of this podcast and video. And all my socials linked in the bottom. I'll see you guys next episode. Bye.